A red diaper baby. Oh, I'm not talking about that now.
Oh yeah, communist, commie.
You couldn't tell anybody. Like all these kids, we all had like this big secret because, yeah, I mean, our phone was tapped.
What?
Seriously.
What?
Yeah,
By
well,
the,
J.
The
Edgar Hoover.
FBI went to my father's place of work and tried to get him fired.
what kind of work was he in?
He worked in the garment district and they didn't fire him because they loved him.
I
They didn't
feel
care
like
what his politics were.
I feel like I'm missing something in this story here.
Joe McCarthy. That'll tell you all you want to know.
Oh yeah, Wisconsin's finest.
Yeah.
Oh
Be
yeah,
proud. Be proud. Look at
Yeah,
the daylight savings time. Look what we got going on in here.
I know.
I know it's amazing. I know it's really bright out here too. So we've got a small group today. But it's the best people. So we're great.
Small but hearty.
Small but great. Yeah.
That Mike has missed, so we
Oh.
know about that.
Yeah, this is the second week.
Yeah, Mike, what did he wrote? He wrote to me. He's hold on, I'll tell you.
And that other guy, that
Doug?
yeah.
Oh yeah, Doug.
Yeah, Betty wrote to me. She said, I'll be there next week.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Michael's traveling. I'm traveling today, so I'll miss you again tonight. Best to all.
Well, that's good to know. At least we know not to worry.
Yeah, he didn't abandon us like Dave Kelsey did.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Yeah,
I saw him
yeah.
on the Thursday. He was in that Thursday night group.
Oh yeah.
I saw him there. He was so surprised to see me. He went,
Ah, I know.
I have the weekend off from skiing
why?
because my program's over and I don't need to be doing it. So what I'm gonna do on Saturday?
Go to Florida.
No, not this week. I'm gonna go to Catskill.
And we can't. We can't. My Saturday is like
Duh.
we're putting on a monologue workshop, me and a friend, and
Festival.
so we have to go. We have to go rehearse a couple of people during that time. So,
Yeah.
and then we're going to see the Felice Brothers that night. So,
Oh yeah, where at the Colony?
yeah.
Cool.
Nice. You'll be Felicing, I'll be Slamboviing.
Oh, perfect.
We're all following our bliss.
Yeah, right.
Okay, Angie, you got to go see somebody now.
Yeah, I've got to figure that out.
And I just saw there's this band called Simon's Dream. And they're sort of an offshoot of the Penguin Cafe Orchestra, which is this really interesting band. They started with ukuleles and stuff. I play them sometimes on UU. And it's two members of the original band, Jennifer Maidman and Annie Whitehead. I don't know if you know them. They're sort of local. You'll see them in local bands. They're both really great. Jennifer Maidman is a big, tall woman. She transitioned, long ago before there was such a thing. And so she and Annie are an item. Annie plays trombone really well.
Okay.
And Jennifer plays bass. And then Liam Singer, who is one of the owners of High Low. You'd recognize him if you saw him from High Low. He plays piano. He's a brilliant piano player.
What's high low?
And they have some other people
We don't
too.
know high low.
Oh, yeah, because you didn't come to Catskill often.
Oh,
We used to go to High. It's a coffee shop across the street from
Oh,
where
okay.
we played in Catskill.
and the group did a whole Grateful Dead book there one night.
That's right.
That was fun.
I missed that.
Well, I don't understand that.
I was in Paris.
Oh, I understand that.
Yeah.
By the way, our improv group, I think I've mentioned it, is going to be doing open mics like once a month. But it's far for you, John, certainly. But you women could make it, I'm sure. It's at Boughton Place, which is it's Highland, but it's really New Paltz.
Oh, yeah. That's
and you can do whatever you want. I mean, it's not just singing, it's anything. but you'd
Was
have
that
7
4 or
minutes and
3?
that's all you have. So,
Oh, cool.
I mean, you could do a corner, Jerelynn. You could do, I mean, you can do anything. You can get up and talk about your mother. I mean, you could do anything.
Oh,
So,
that's way more than 7 minutes.
huh?
Mother's way more than 7 minutes.
I'm worrying about not wanting to go over
Yeah,
7
that's
minutes.
the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who decided 7? Why not 8? Why not 6.5?
I didn't ask her. I think it's modeled after an open mic from the city.
Oh,
And they may have a hook.
They're going to gong you out if you go over 7 minutes. So I don't
I mean,
want.
if it's 7.5, they go ding.
Yes.
Wow.
We'll see what happens. We haven't had one yet.
And
April
the-
13th is the first.
on the Oscars, they were talking about that they were not going to play music to get people off, and they had
Right.
people come out and dance around them. They said when the dancers come up and
I saw that.
dancing around you, then you know you have to stop.
Those dancers were the best part, I'll tell you.
That was a cute idea.
Yes, it was.
I like energetic male dancers. They're fun.
Yeah, I missed the Oscars.
We watched part
Oh,
of it for reasons
yeah.
unknown. We didn't. I mean, we
It was good.
the only movie we saw was Elvis. We saw that, but
Oh, I saw that. That was good. Did you? You should see. You should definitely see the winner.
everywhere, everybody, up in the air, all around.
Yeah, so whatever it's called.
Yeah, I think it's. I think you can watch it streaming
I
now.
didn't like it at all.
It's really
I
well.
read that you didn't like it at all, and I told Bruce. I said, "Well, someone didn't like it, Jerelynn."
It's a very bizarre movie, but if the story's really cool.
I don't know. I didn't get it. Or something. I don't
Oh
know.
well.
Yeah, Bruce was watching this thing on TV. What is it, The Last of Us or something?
Mhm. Yep.
I started watching that.
And I don't do zombies.
Mm.
He said, "But it has a really good blah blah blah." I don't care. I don't do zombies.
You know what's a good series on Showtime is Your Honor. Have you guys watched that?
We
Brian,
don't have Showtime.
Brian Cranston's a judge, and his son accidentally kills a mafia guy. So
Oh
it's pretty good.
well. How about we play ukulele?
How about we cough?
Just saying.
Let's all cough together.
Sorry, we're getting such a late start, but okay.
I think we have time.
I think we do too.
It looks
We're
like
gonna have a cough drop.
It looks like Bruce is playing the cat because all I see is his hand go up
Yes.
and down like you'd strum a cat.
He's
Well,
paying
and
this,
it makes a sound. Purr 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 purr.
it's a sparkalele.
A sparkalele.
This cat makes weird noises. He doesn't just purr. Like when we first had him, I didn't know what it was. Like I'd be up at like 2 o'clock in the morning or something, and the cat would be on the couch, across the room, and I hear, "Oh, what is that?" Sparky.
Is he snoring? My cat snores.
Maybe no, it's not a regular snore. It's like coming out of his mouth. It's like I don't know. I don't know. I've never had a cat make that noise, and he does it every day when he sleeps.
I think you need to rename him.
I can't. He was my friend's cat, and she named him.
Oh, okay.
What do you want me to call him? Snoozy?
I don't know, growly or whatever that sound is, moaner.
Squeaky.
No, he's too sparky-ish.
Oh yes. Well, all right. Maybe I'll start.
Okay.
Well, there goes the boy-girl thing.
Oh right.
Don't worry about it, John. Go ahead.
So, I participated in what's called a mini hackathon
A who?
last week.
Nice.
A hackathon?
Yeah, a hackathon is it's like a coding competition, and basically everyone convenes, and then you form a team, and then they say, okay, your team is to produce, to create a game or create some kind of software application, and you have 8 hours, 10 hours, 24 hours, whatever, as a team to produce something, and then they give out awards to the best project. That's what a hackathon is.
That sounds like improv for computers.
It is. It's exactly right.
Except we only have 2 minutes and you have 8 hours, but otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, well, in 2 minutes, you can't write a computer program.
I know.
It doesn't have anything to do with hacking.
Yeah, it does. I mean, when you think of hacking, you think of breaking into things.
Yeah.
But really, hacking is throwing together code.
Oh, okay.
It's a little different than development. I mean, development you plan out, but a hackathon, let's just code some shit and make something, right? So we did a mini hackathon, which was sort of everything but the code. It was like come up with an idea. And we were working with something called Chat GPT. And maybe you've heard of this. It's an artificial intelligence. And so what you can do is you can go to it's like, Google, you can ask Google, hey, Google, what's the population of Flambovia? And they'll say 5 because of the people in the band or whatever, right? Well, that's because Google has access to the internet, right? And can search the internet and find out an answer. Well, ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence, which also has access to the internet, but is a little smarter in terms of how to do things. So the reason you may have heard of it is that there's been a possible problem of plagiarism. So you can go to ChatGPT and you can say, ChatGPT, write me an academic paper that's 5 pages that is about this. And it will generate that. It'll actually write a paper for you.
Wow.
And so professors and students and teachers are going, wait, how do I know if my student did the work or ChatGPT did the work? Because it's close. So anyway, so we played with this ChatGPT thing. And what I did is I said, okay, write me a ukulele song.
Aww.
And then I said, write a song about skiing. So, and then you can press the button a bunch of times and it will keep writing songs.
Wow.
So I'm going to play for you some songs that were generated by skiing, about skiing.
They give you sheet music for it?
No, they type out words with chords.
Okay, so you just make up the melody yourself.
Yeah, you'll never tell that I did that. You'll never be able to tell that I made up the melody. Yeah, so I played these songs a couple of times, not many. Let's see how it goes. Hold on, let me tune. There we go. All right, here we go. We'll see how this goes. It should be fun.
Uh-oh, we can't hear you.
Thank you.
We could hear you. Well, we couldn't hear the ukulele.
How about now? All I did was I turned on original sound, just saying. Fresh snow on the ground, sun is shining bright, strapping on my boots, feeling so alive, my heart starts racing as I take the lift up to the top of the mountain. Oh, what a gift, skiing down the slope so fast, this feeling's gonna last and last. The wind is blowing in my face, I'm in my happy place. Carving through the snow, gliding with ease, feeling the rhythm of the turn, so please. The world is so quiet up here, so still thrill. It's just me and the mountain. Oh, what a thrill. Skiing down the slope so fast. This feeling's gonna last and last. The sun is blowing in my face. I'm in my happy place. No matter what life throws my way, I'll come back to ski another day. It's a feeling that's hard to explain, but I know I'll do it again and again. Skiing down the slope so fast. This feeling's gonna last and last. The wind is blowing in my face. I'm in my happy place. Skiing down the slope, so yeah. This feeling beyond compare. Skiing down the slope so free. This is where I wanna be. Okay? I
That
mean,
sounds like you could have
awesome.
written it yourself.
What?
It sounds like you could have written it yourself.
Yeah, I am that talented a songwriter.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah, I know.
It's
But
not
you know, it's like taking when we took the songwriting workshop with Caroline Scruggs. I mean, basically, she gave us a prompt and she gave us chords. So,
Yeah,
you know,
it's the same kind of thing. I mean, so it writes a little poem, right?
if we have to write our own little poem.
Yeah, but they worked rhyme into it and everything. They
Yeah.
like not working backwards. Like it's interesting. I wonder how that's programmed.
It's an artificial intelligence. I mean, it's so it looks at 100,000 other things and then models it.
Wow.
So I generated all these songs. Some of them are better than others. Here, let's try this one. They don't have names. It's just like here's some music. All right, let's try this one. Oh, here we go. Okay. The sun is shining, snowflakes glisten, my heart is racing, my skis are listening. I hit the slopes with my ukulele in tow, strumming and skiing, feeling the flow, skiing and playing, what a thrill. Ukulele strings and ski slope spill, feeling alive with every turn. Ukulele chords and powder burn, the mountain air so crisp and cold. Ukulele notes and moguls unfold, the wind in my face, the snow at my feet. Ukulele rhythms and carving so sweet, skiing and playing, what a thrill. Ukulele strings and ski slope spill, feeling alive with every turn. Ukulele curves and powder burn, the ukulele echoes through the mountain so high. The rhythm and the beat make me feel so alive. Skiing and playing, what a perfect day. Ukulele in hand as I carve my way. Skiing and playing, what a thrill. Ukulele strings and ski slope spill, feeling alive with every turn. Ukulele chords and powder burn, skiing and playing, a perfect match. Ukulele notes and ski tracks catch. I'll hit the slopes with my uke in hand, and ski and sing across the mountain land. I know, it's really, I think it's funny.
That's
Skiing
perfect.
with the ukulele. That
That's
sounds
correct.
challenging.
Well, I gave it a prompt, skiing and ukulele. You know, make a song about skiing and ukulele. Bang.
Bang.
And moguls on the move. I like that line.
Yeah, yeah. I actually
Ukulele
like
strings
ukulele
and
chords
powder
and
burn.
powder burn. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because they probably have, something in their data that says, ukulele, happy people, happy songs, happy music. And, and then because there's a repeating theme there about being happy and being thrilling. I mean, it's kind of similar to the first song. So it's interesting to me that
Yeah.
okay, snow, flurries, happy, ukulele, like what, and it gets all put together.
Yeah, you know, I
Next time he'll
subscribe to
put in-
this newsletter that Nick Cave puts out called the Red Hand Files. Have you seen this, Jerelynn? The Red Hand Files? So someone sent him a letter saying, I asked ChatGPT to write a Nick Cave song. And then he shared the song. And Nick Cave wrote back and he said, you know, it's not a bad song, except the song has no humanity in it. It doesn't represent anyone's experience. You know, and it was, you know, it was dark and a little sad, and you know, it had all that Nick Cave-ish stuff. But Nick Cave was like, no.
Interesting. Well, this one had humanity in it about how happy. Well,
Yeah, but it's not based on experience because the computer has no experience.
freaky! It's freaky.
It is. It's freaky. So ChatGPT it's not a bad thing. It's actually Bing has used the technology. So if you use Bing, you know Bing is a search engine instead of Google. You're going to get different results now because
DuckDuckGo.
the AI is thinking a little deeper than find this string of characters somewhere, right? That you.
How are they going to stop students? How are they going to, be able to discern what's an actual human paper on something versus on
Well, there's going to be another artificial intelligence going to have to do that. There are tools out there. There are tools.
Well, a lot of, everything's spelled right, as Peter said. A lot of teachers are actually asking people to do chat
GPT.
essays and then analyze them. And I think they're going to have to work it into the curriculum because
Yeah.
it's not going away.
Right, and because it will, as an artificial intelligence, it has value, and you know we basically need to teach students how to use it responsibly. But I wrote up, I got my diploma, my master's degree diploma in the mail the other day. Some people I sent out mail. It's really exciting, right? But one of the things I had to do was I had to write a 5-page paper about a book, which actually is harder than it sounds. I could easily write a 15-page paper about the book. 5 pages is much harder, right? Because you have to make it more concise and actually make it coherent. Well, so I typed into Chat GPT, write a 5-page paper about this book. It wrote a pretty good paper. I could have used it.
What was the book?
It's called Resurgent Asia. You know, it's a book about the economic development of the developing countries in Asia. Comparison. It's interesting, but it's not a book I'd say, hey, everybody, you should read this. Anyway. So.
Might not be gripping.
I just
Gripping.
where's this going to end? It makes me nervous.
But, artificial intelligence is coming.
It can't replace primary education, Jerelynn.
No, it can't.
It can't.
I mean, it could.
Because you have to revise, because I taught writing, you have to revise and edit, and you have to do a scaffolding. It's not, you can't get away with it.
Well, I don't know. It depends on the professor these days. I mean, if someone handed me, if someone, if I was teaching a history class and I said, okay, write a paper about this, and someone handed in ChatGPT, I may not know the difference. There are tools, and they look at it and they go, okay, there's a common, uh, there's common constructions that you wouldn't necessarily find with this kind of student. So, there's some telltale signs, but they're subtle.
I
You're gonna have to go to
remember
oral exams.
in seventh grade,
Talk about the book.
in seventh grade, we were supposed to write an original poem, and he gave us like a couple days to do it. So I worked really hard on my poem, and I turned it in, and then he asked people to read them. And this one girl reads the exact words to "Here Comes the Sun."
Ah,
I was pissed off because I had worked so hard on mine, and I went up after class. I said, that's a Beatles song. And he says, "Oh, that's okay."
Oh.
Really?
not okay.
Yeah,
Well,
when I had to, when I was in, I guess, seventh grade, we had to choose a poem and analyze a poem. And I felt ripped off because some people use songs. I'm like, wait a minute, that's a song, that's not a poem.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have that distinction. All right, so how about Angie?
Okay. Forgot which one I sent. I think it was Downhearted Blues. I haven't.
No, you did that last time. This is Good Morning Blues.
Good Morning Blues. Okay, good.
Yeah, you did that. You signed up for Downhearted Blues last. You signed up
Yeah.
for Good Morning Blues last time, and you sent me Downhearted Blues.
Yeah, whatever one I sent you was good. I just did it a little while ago and I forgot what I sent you. Yeah, Good Morning Blues. It's been a crazy week.
Well, they told me I should have gone skiing yesterday.
Yeah, I hope the snow lasts up there. We've
Oh,
got
it'll be fine.
not here anymore. It's out in Woodstock.
Oh, that's amazing.
Not much. Yeah,
I mean, I'm seeing drifts outside my window, just saying.
yeah. We had part of a tree come down, though the wind is bad.
Oh, did it damage anything?
It bounced off the shed and it didn't hit anything else. So, it took out a couple fence boards.
No,
But,
that's no big deal. As long as it didn't take out the shed or your house.
yeah, we're lucky. Yeah. So yeah, Good Morning Blues, if you have it on there.
So here it is. So the shuffle is C to C7, right?
C to and A minor.
Oh, that's right. Okay. And what's the other shuffle? What's the F to F7?
F to F7. So that you could do F7 just, on the C string or on the A string.
Okay.
I usually just do the C, but you could do more. On this one, I don't know if it would sound right. I just do the C on the, so it's a D sharp.
D sharp.
I don't know what this is. Could you explain what this is?
The shuffle.
The shuffle. So
Yeah.
that it's just strumming C and then strumming an A minor and a C at the same time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you told us that before, but I didn't retain. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, and I don't want to lose it. It seems like if I don't play it often enough, I kind of get fumble fingered. And then there's a little fancy thing from C to C7. If you hold down the C and the A minor, and then let's see, how's that go? Forgot. I only have to go through it again. Okay, if you hold down C and then C and the A minor, and then touch your finger down in front of A minor, so walking up. So on the G string, the 3rd fret. So C with A minor, and then it'll be like C and the 3rd fret on the C string, and then A minor and C again. Well, it doesn't matter. Just do shuffles. It's kind of hard unless you're seeing it. Okay. Good morning, blues. Blues, how do you do? Oops. Good morning, blues. Blues, how do you do? I'm doing all right. Good morning. How are you? I lay down last night. I was turning from side to side. Lay down last night. I was turning from side to side. Wasn't sad. I was just dissatisfied. When I woke, the blues was walking round my bed. When I woke, the blues was walking round my bed. Went to eat my breakfast, but the blues was in my bread. Good morning, blues. Blues, how do you do? Good morning, blues. Blues, how do you do? I'm doing all right. Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. I do like that, all the thing. How do you do the CG7?
Oh, can you see what I'm
Yeah.
doing?
Mhm.
Okay, so it's C in the A minor, and then I just take my middle finger and put it in front of the A minor.
Right. Is that the G7?
I'm not sure what chord that
Well,
is.
you know, at the last chord of each refrain is C /G7.
Yeah, so I think that must be a C7. So what is that? That would be A sharp, G, C, and E. So,
So it would be okay.
so it's C,
A, B.
C and A minor, and then just walking up the G string, and then back to the A minor and C.
Oh, okay. That's great. Great, Angie. Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, I like that. It's nice to learn a new technique, and it
Yeah.
sounds great.
Yeah, mix things up a little.
Absolutely.
Fun.
You have to whine more. You have to go, oh, good morning, blues. Right.
It would be better if I could do that. Yeah, get a little edgy there. I'll work on it.
Great.
Yes, just sing like a basset hound. That's what he
Sing
wants.
like a basset hound. That's exactly right.
Woke you up.
Yeah.
All right. How about
All
Jerelynn?
these notifications, 3 of them so far.
Okay, when you said about the branch in the shed, it reminded me that, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but there's a beautiful, but it's a small tree. It's called a Japanese lilac tree. It's pretty. It smells nice. It's right in front of the shed. Anyway, big branch fell down, but it fell the opposite way of the shed. But the thing's got to come down, so it's kind of sad.
Well,
But
that sucks.
I'm glad it didn't hit the shed.
Hey, John, could you take the music down and spotlight
Oh,
Jerelynn?
I can. Thank you.
I do that.
Jerelynn is amazing, and we got to spotlight her.
All right. It's one of these clue things. So I have clues.
Ooh, ooh! I love guessing these. Sorry.
His interest in rock and roll was born when he met Elvis in 1961.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because his uncle was working on the set of the Elvis movie Follow That Dream, and he brought him to watch.
Ooh,
Oh, that's cool.
I wish he was my uncle.
He's 10
Tom
years
Petty?
old. And he became an immediate Elvis fan. And who?
Tom Petty?
Who said that? Bruce.
Oh, Bruce, who else?
Why did you think that?
Because John showed a Tom Petty song a second ago.
Ah!
Oh, back down!
Ah!
I was just going to call you brilliant, and now I have to
Oh.
go back.
No, it's a check. I cheated.
Oh, all right. Well, that's what. So Tom Petty was 10 years old. He became an immediate Elvis fan, so much so that he traded his Whammo slingshot
Whoa.
for a collection of Elvis 45s from somebody.
I think he got the better deal.
Sure did.
Just so you know, Bruce, I was gonna guess that too, Tom Petty.
Great
Right.
moment.
So, and then he saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan's show, and he saw a way to make music. In his mind, he's like, "Oh, that's how you do it. You get some friends together, and you become a self-contained unit, and you do music." And he said, "I just knew I could do it." He just knew he could do it, and he dropped out of school at 17 to play bass with a newly formed band.
Who does that?
Yeah, this was all in Gainesville, Florida. He was born October 20th, 1950, and his middle name is Earl. I don't think you would have got it by the middle name Earl.
October 20th, I'm the 19th.
See, I knew somebody would get close one of these days. All right, so he had to overcome a very difficult relationship with his father. His father could not accept the fact that he was, quote, like a mild-mannered kid who was interested in the arts. You know, he wasn't interested in sports, and that just wasn't going to fly with his father. And he suffered verbal and physical abuse from his father.
Great.
Yeah, and then, but he did remain close to his mother. I couldn't find out if the mother ever divorced, because if he was being hit, the mother probably was too.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but anyway, he was close to his mother and his younger brother, Bruce.
Aw,
Bruce Petty.
Bruce Petty.
So, yeah, he started a band called Epic, which evolved into Mudcrutch. You guys have heard of Mudcrutch, right?
No.
Oh,
No.
yeah, Mudcrutch. And then, of course, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And then we all know he was a member of the Traveling Wilburys, and the other Wilburys were
Bob Dylan,
Dylan.
George Harrison,
Harrison.
Jeff Lynne. I always forget his name.
Roy Orbison.
Roy
Roy
Orbison.
Orbison. Yeah.
All right, you got it. So we're gonna attempt to do Free Fallin'. I can't tell you how windy it is out there. It's scary.
I hear wind.
All right, so I don't think this is I listened to it a couple of times. I'm not sure this is the correct strumming pattern, but it's what I came up with, and I made it sort of work.
So, let's see.
Jerelynn, your sound is a little funny.
Uh-huh.
No, like, I don't know, echoey. Not echoey exactly. I don't know, you just sound like you're in a empty room.
Really? Well, there's nobody else here.
Well, does it say original sound for musicians on?
It does.
Okay, well, nothing to be done. then.
Now it's off. Is that any different?
Yeah.
It is- yeah, it's better,
Right
but probably
on.
when you play, it's not gonna be, we won't hear it, so.
What you just so you guys know what's going on is that Zoom has some technology that will say, hey, I hear a voice, I'm going to block out all the other sound.
Yeah.
And so when you turn on original sound, it turns that off so that you hear everything the microphone will pick up.
Well, I put it back on. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're okay
So
now.
if you sing and please just sing something quick and play something at the same time.
Now?
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Well, you just wrote that? That's a great song.
No, I'm an IA actually. It's not really.
An AI.
That's her code name, IA.
IA. An
Intelligentsia
intelligent artificial.
artificiale.
All right, put the music up. It's a 2-pager.
Yes, Jerelynn.
Yes. Obey my commands.
Oh, yes, Jerelynn.
All right. Here's its drum pattern. Like it goes, oh wait, yeah, there it is. G down down, then C up up down up, then C down down, D up down up. You just keep doing that. So
Oh,
it's down down up down up down up down up down 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 down up down up. Does that make any sense to anybody? Uh-oh, I don't hear anything.
That's because we're muted.
that's because we're all muted.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
got it.
Does it, so it makes, it's okay?
Yep.
All right, we'll just do it here. All right. We'll do this drum pattern once. She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus and America too. She's a good girl, crazy about Elvis, loves horses and her boyfriend too. And it's a long day living in Reseda. There's a freeway running through the yard, and I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart, and I'm free, free falling. No, I blew it. I gotta start that again. And I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. All the vampires walking through the valley move west down Ventura Boulevard, and all the bad boys standing in the shadows, and the good girls are home with broken hearts, and I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. I wanna glide down over Mulholland. I wanna write her name in the sky. Gonna free fall out into nothing. Gonna leave this world for a while, and I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. And I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. That is such a California song.
It's a great song. I am very Tom Petty ignorant. I didn't even know it was Tom Petty, but I know the song.
It's probably his most popular song. Oh yeah, I had something to say about it. What was I going to say about it? It's the opening song on his 1989 solo album, Full Moon Fever, and Tom and Jeff Lynne from ELO wrote it and recorded the song in 2 days. I guess they were sitting around, and Jeff Lynne said something about free falling, and then it just kind of fell into place. He started thinking about images that he had seen driving down Ventura Boulevard, which is a pretty funky place. So that's how that came about. I like it. I like it a lot.
I like the strum pattern.
Yeah, it's fun. Once you get it, it's fun. Took me a while.
I didn't know that Jeff Lynne and Tom Petty were so close.
Yeah, they wrote a lot of songs
I
together.
didn't know that. Jeff Lynne is amazing. I
He
mean,
is.
we don't hear about him much,
No.
but he's an amazing musician, done incredible stuff.
Okay, so Tom also did a little acting here and there, and he had a recurring role as the voice of Elroy Lucky Kleinschmidt on the animated comedy series King of the Hill. I never saw that. He was also on The Simpsons
Oh,
often.
wait a minute. Who was he in King of the Hill?
Elroy Lucky Kleinschmidt.
That I watched it, but I don't remember that character. I don't remember that character.
Maybe Elroy was one of the guys that he hung out with. You know, there's always a scene of him standing around with his bunch of friends
Right, on the by the fence.
by the fence. That's right.
Right.
That's right.
It was a funny show.
Yeah, it was a funny show.
And then Tom Petty married Jay Benyo in 1974, and they had two daughters, Adria, who is a director, and Anna Kim, who was an artist, and they divorced in 1996.
Oy.
He had a bad time with that divorce. Bad time. And then in 1987, an arsonist set fire to his house in Encino, California.
Really?
Yeah, the guy was never found.
Did it burn the house down?
Pretty much, it saved some of his recordings and I think his favorite guitar, but it burnt up that hat that he always wore. That
Oh yeah.
tall hat. So yeah, he was not doing good then, and he's
Tom Petty.
he started struggling with a heroin addiction, and he later said, using heroin went against my grain. I didn't want to be enslaved to anything. He was really like one of those people, kind of like me. Like I like control, and I would never like want to lose control and stick things in my arms. I mean, that was not him. But the divorce and the fire just brought him down, and but he went to a treatment center and he recovered. So that was good. And then in 2001, he married Dana York, and she had a son, coincidentally named Dylan, from an earlier marriage. Thought that was kind of interesting. I just saw like a little animal.
Sorry.
I'm seeing things. And then he practiced transcendental meditation, and he was a staunch guardian of his artistic control and freedom. And you have to go back and think about this, but he had some big clashes with record companies, and he disallowed his songs to be used by George W. Bush, and then his family, after he passed away, refused the Trump organization to use one of his songs. I mean, he really worked hard on this artistic thing.
Oh my.
And in 1981, one of his albums was to be released, and it was going to be sold for what it usually sold for, $8.89. Can you imagine? But the record company wanted to charge $1 more for no particular reason. They just wanted to get money grubbing another dollar out of it. There was this huge battle, and he refused to let the record be released, and went blah 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 blah. But the record company finally backed down and brought it back down to $8.98 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So I think after reading all this stuff, and then I made the mistake of watching his last concert. And then it was like stuck in my head. I felt kind of bad. But anyway, he was a tough guy. I mean, like emotionally tough, I think. So we're going to try to do I Won't Back Down.
Cool. Okay. So that's where I come in.
You guys know this song?
I do.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know it, just sing it or say it with conviction, because it's all about holding on to your good stuff. Whoops, that's not E minor. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. No, I'll stand my ground. Won't be turned around. And I'll keep this world from dragging me down. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't
Friday. That was fun.
Yep.
You know that Thursday group is having a Tom Petty night.
What?
They
What is-
are. I think on the if the 23rd is a Thursday, that's when it is. Yeah, the 23rd.
March
Oh, wow.
23rd?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going to do these. You're going to get to hear them again.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I was going to say if you don't, I will. No, you do them. I wasn't going to do any Tom. She said it's not a requirement, but it's Tom Petty night. Yeah.
I'm sure other people will be doing free fall, and I'll maybe I can get on early before everybody else does it. Doesn't
Well,
matter.
you get there early and sign your ass up.
Right.
All right. So, in a little addendum here, in September 2017, he and the Heartbreakers wrapped up their 40th anniversary tour. He toured for 53 days with a host of medical issues going on. He had knee problems, he had emphysema, and he had a frickin' fractured hip.
Ow.
He did 53 shows with a fractured hip. He insisted on keeping his commitment for his fans and for his crew, and of course that just worsened everything. And then I watched that last thing. He looked happy, exhausted, and in pain. I mean, like you could see. He wasn't moving like he used to move. And a week after the tour, he passed away
Oh, geez.
from multi-system organ failure from an accidental overdose of prescribed medication. It took a lot of medication to keep that guy moving with a frickin' fractured hip and all that other stuff. So he was taking quite a bit of things. And, I was thinking about this, like, you don't just stop cold turkey. The tour was over. I'm thinking, well, then he should have gotten off all that stuff, but you're still in pain and it was only a week and you have residual effects. But anyway, it took its toll on him.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I feel bad about that. I feel
Yeah.
like he should still be here. He went way too early.
how
So
old was he?
I knew you were going to ask
Well,
me.
50. He was born in 50. So
Right. Well, I'm
it's
76.
2017.
He would be 4 years younger than me. So he'll be 72.
He was in
He would
September
have been 72 now.
2017. He was what?
He was
Three and three, 6 years younger.
well,
He's in his 60s.
50.
66 or
He
something?
was 61. No, he was
No.
71, right? I'm
No,
sorry.
he would be 72 now.
67. He was 67.
Okay, so there we go, 67. His family said, quote, on a positive note, we know now that for certain he went painlessly and beautifully exhausted after doing what he loved most for the last time, performing live with his unmatchable rock band for his loyal fans on the biggest tour of his 40-plus year career. He was extremely proud of that achievement in the days before he passed.
Oh,
Tom Petty.
wow. That was great, Jerelynn. Thanks.
Yeah, sad. It's a sad poem.
Yeah.
I mean, but he gave some really nice music, and he seems like a likable guy. I mean, maybe he wasn't, maybe he was a jerk, but he seemed like he was likable.
I thought he probably was. I bet he was a really cool guy.
And I saw him play once.
You did?
Yeah, this was one of the. Try to make it short. Oh my God, I have a story. All right, I'm just going to tell you the story. I was in California. I was seeing two guys at the same time. I've learned my lesson. I know you're not supposed to do that. And they were both named Dale. Of all the names in the world, they were both named Dale.
Wow.
So
Well,
Dale,
that makes it easy. So if you go, oh, Dale, they won't go, wait, who's Dale? So.
I know. So Dale number one and I, we want to go to the state fair in California. It's out in some desert town, like, I don't know, Bakersfield or something. And we're going to see Tom Petty and Bob Dylan because I'm a big Bob Dylan fan. I didn't even care about Tom Petty. I wanted to see Bob Dylan. And then Dale number two said, oh yeah, he says, I'm going to go and I'm going to work on that show. I thought, oh, he's just lying. I'm like, you can't just see. I said, how are you going to work on the show? He goes, oh, they always need help, like backstage and stuff. And he has experience, like roadie experience or something. And I'm like, yeah. So we go, it's this hot August night and there's thousands of people. And we're standing there waiting for the concert to start. Thousands of people. Who taps me? I'm with Dale number one. Who taps me on my shoulder is Dale number two.
Ooh,
Wow.
That's
And I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. So I thought, well, Dale, this is Dale, And I said, "What are you doing here?" You know, and he's like, "I'm just like juggling, trying to think. He got working. He's working backstage. He met Dylan and all those guys and everything back there." I was like, "I can't believe that this happened." So anyway, I think that's the last time I saw him because that
You
was
backed the wrong horse.
Ay. So that night, you know, it was hot, and Petty came out and he played great. Everybody was with him. He was really good. He was coming to the edge of the stage and looking at everybody, and it was great. And then Dylan came out. Dylan was totally freaking wasted. I don't know if this was when they were both on heroin or whatever. He was so wasted that he had his guitar and it was like 90 degrees and he had a leather jacket on and the leather jacket was over the guitar and he was so out of it he didn't even know. He was just like he's playing his leather jacket. And the crowd started yelling and they wanted Petty to come back, which he never.
Oh.
Wow.
It was a weird night.
That's
Great
really
story,
funny.
though.
It's a
You need
funny
to write that
story.
one down.
Yeah, I know. Don't think
Oh,
less.
wait. It's a song.
I know it is a song.
Dale 1, Dale 2, yeah.
Yeah, I don't-
Because I've got two lovers and I am a
Oh
she.
shoot, this is being recorded. I was just gonna say I'm, you know, it's closed. Oh my God! Now everybody in the world knows.
Yeah,
Yes.
because a lot of people look at these videos. Just saying.
Yeah,
Maybe-
Bruce and Bruce will know.
Maybe the Dales will watch it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Ooh, Jerelynn's doing Tom Petty. I went to see Tom Petty with her. We're watching that video. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think less of me. I learned that was not a good thing to do.
Hey, you know,
It didn't last long.
everyone's done something like that once. Not so spectacularly, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
All those people that little tap on my shoulder, I was like, what are the odds of that? There's so many people there.
Oh.
That's great. Thanks, Jerelynn. All right.
I guess that
Lynda, my
leaves-
darling.
Yeah, that leaves me. All right. Actually, I'm going to sing a song that I sang for one of your corners, Jerelynn. I don't remember why I sang it for it. It wasn't about the Everly Brothers, the corner, but I'm I'm going to sing "Wake Up, Little Suzy"
Love that.
that I worked up for you. Oh wait, that's wrong. What is? Oh, I see. All right, wait a minute. Let me just make this smaller so I can. All right. Yeah, this song was known for one of the best guitar riffs in rock and roll history, and of course, I am no Don Everly, but you know, and
Close, just saying.
no cigar. Wake up, little Suzy, wake up. Wake up, little Suzy, wake up. The movie wasn't so hot. It didn't have much of a plot. We fell asleep, our goose is cooked, our reputation is shot. Wake up, little Suzy. Wake up, little Suzy. Well, what you gonna tell your mama? What you gonna tell your pa? What we gonna tell our friends when they say, ooh la la, wake up, little Suzy. Wake up, little Suzy. Well, I told you, mama, that you'd be in by 10. Well, Suzy, baby, looks like we goofed again. Wake up, little Suzy. Wake up, little Suzy. We've gotta go home. Wake up, little Suzy. Wake up. Wake up, little Suzy. Wake up. We both fell sound asleep. Wake up, little Suzy, and weep. The movie's over, it's 4 o'clock, and we're in trouble deep. Wake up, little Suzy. Wake up, little Suzy. Well, what you gonna tell your mama? What we gonna tell your pa? What we gonna tell our friends when they say, ooh la la, wake up, little Suzy. Wake up, up, little Suzy. Wake up, little Suzy.
Yay.
Yay! I love that song. Nice job, Linda.
Moi aussi.
That had some oomph to it.
Yes, it has a lot of oomph. Oomph. So the group song will be Down in the River to Pray with Bruce on the
Claw hammer.
claw hammer
Oh yeah,
banjolele.
you go, Bruce.
Yeah, he's working. He's working. So this is also a 2-pager, so it's kind of long. But.
That's because we have to the sisters and the brothers and the fathers and the
Yeah,
mothers and
yeah.
Mourners.
the,
Yep, this is
the plumbers and everyone.
right. Oh, plumbers, let's go down. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down. Let's go down. Come on down. Oh, sisters, let's go down. Down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down. Let's go down. Come on down. Oh, brothers, let's go down. Down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, fathers, let's go down. Let's go down. Come on down. Oh, fathers, let's go down. Down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old day, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, mothers, let's go down. Let's go down. Don't you wanna go down? Oh, mothers, let's go down. Down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, mourners, let's go down. Let's go down. Come on down. Oh, mourners, let's go down. Down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way.
Hallelujah.
That was fun. And the claw hammer really sounded good.
Didn't it? I thought so.
I thought that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice job, Linda.
That was
And Bruce.
And Bruce, nice job, Bruce.
Yeah, I like this new thing he's got going here. It's great. He
The claw
accompanies me a
hammer?
lot.
Oh, his new banjolele.
Yeah, and he's really working on the technique there with the finger picking and the claw hammer and all that. So He used to use this all the time until I screwed him up and put a low G on it.
Oh,
I said, "It's mine." But this is great because he's playing it on a banjo, so it sounds really. Yeah,
That's
It sounded really good. It's
yeah.
how you reclaim your ukuleles. You put a low G on it. Nobody wants it.
What?
nobody wants it.
yeah. Well, the other thing is just live with a bunch of dogs. My dogs are not interested in playing my ukulele. Just
Oh, yeah.
Nor is Josie. She's not interested, and none of the cats.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't enjoy playing this that much, and I thought, well, I bought it, and I thought it'd be so great, a Martin, blah blah blah. And then once the low G was on, I went, oh hell yeah, that was the problem. So, yeah,
It's great.
That's where we part ways.
yeah. Oh well. So he has 2 with a high G, and I have 3 with a low G.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's compatible.
I'm surprised that you didn't leave one with a low G with a high G just cause.
We have 2.
No,
He
but
has
I mean
he has a tenor. One of mine?
Yours.
No.
Ew, high G.
Well, I have this one. I have the Fluke, and I have the Luna Banjolele, which I bought it from Carmen, and he had a low G on it because he's a sensible man. and, and I have the baritone, which is a whole other thing.
Right. That already is built in low G or whatever.
A low, whatever the hell it is.
Guitar. I
No,
think
it's not
your
an E.
guitar.
C. C. I tried to play Wake Up Little Suzy on it today, and I went, no. I have enough trouble with that riff. I'm not playing it on this bigger thing. So
I have a request and a comment. My request is if you have a ukulele that you don't use and you wouldn't mind a child using it, bring it to the Yukin so we have an extra one, please.
all right, you
Don't
mentioned that.
anything that you don't want somebody, touching. And
I mean, we do have a soprano that belongs to my daughter theoretically. I don't know how good it is or isn't. I have no idea.
I have
I mean, it's not a great ukulele, and I don't play it.
I have a tenor Waterman that I won at a very special event a long time ago.
you could bring that if you like, because nobody can damage that thing. I'm bringing what I have, and I'm renting 2 from the Saugerties library, but I just wanted to have some extra there, so.
But you're
My other
renting
comment-
You don't have to rent them, right? You
What
just
do you-
borrow
what
it,
do you
right?
mean?
Yeah, check them out.
Yeah. Right.
My other thing is I'm feeling remorse about telling that story. So I think one of you should tell some embarrassing moment in your life
Oh,
to even out the fact that,
I've got embarrassing stories. I worked at the Fillmore. How could I not have an embarrassing story?
like, where you made a poor moral judgment.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was impressed, Jerelynn. I thought that takes a lot of guts to try that.
Well, she also, but she forgot it was being recorded. With us, it's fine, right, Jerelynn?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. Like, now that's out there forever.
I'll put a comment in the description when I put up the video saying, hey, check this one out.
You're going to say, oh, ignore the story.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. We don't skip over the part where
Nothing
Jerelynn
to see here.
talks about 2 timing.
Whatever you do, don't listen to this part. So anyway, but somebody should share, because that would feel better if somebody would share about some embarrassing moment.
Oh, I could share a funny story. I went to culinary school, and there was a big banquet that I was, I guess I was volunteering. I don't think I got paid, but it was the Catholic diocese from New York City, I think, was having a big banquet. So I got to be a waiter for this banquet, and we sat it was in this it's a beautiful hall at the Culinary Institute, and they had these big tables round tables that set 10 people, and we were serving what's called Russian style, which means you have a plate in front of you, someone comes and they spoon food onto your plate. Just a style of service. It was, it's very fancy. I was like, how cool is this? I loved it. It was really fun. And then I'd clear the table. So the first thing I did, I had a tray on a stand next to the table. So I went around, I collected all the plates, and I put them down in one pile on the tray. Of course, the tray went like this, flopped right over. made a huge noise because 10 big plates making a crash. And there was a piano, no, it was an organist or something. And there was this moment, like you hear crash. And then there was this moment of silence, like the organist stopped playing.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, shit. So that was the appetizer, right? Um, so then we served the main course, and I served, 10 people these, kind of this messy shit. It was perfect. Nothing went in the wrong place. All the plates looked beautiful. And then, everyone ate the dinner and I went around and I collected all the plates and I put them on the tray. Crash! So now everybody stopped and there was applause because it's like, it was really bad. Anyway,
That made your
that's
career
my
as a waiter.
embarrassing moment.
They ever ask you to do that again?
No, they never did.
I think Jerelynn was looking for more of a moral failing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah, I mean, I waitressed. I've dropped a tray. I spilled spaghetti on somebody once, but
Yeah, I waitressed in college. Yeah.
Me too.
Well, I could tell you a moral. I mean, I don't know if it's moral failing, but I may have told this. I don't even know. The Grateful Dead were. I'm blurring out. Let me just turn off my camera and turn it back on. Okay, that always works. The Grateful Dead were at the Fillmore, and all its nonsense that ensues. And what's his name? What's my cousin? What's his name? My cousin's cousin.
Your cousin's cousin's
Oh,
name.
Mickey Hart, who is my first cousin's cousin on the other side of the family.
oh wow, cool.
His grandmother makes hash brownies, and she was there with her tray of brownies. And
Grandma Hart.
I think I weighed like 108 pounds soaking wet. I was really skinny, and I was hungry.
Yeah, well.
And I was working. I had to answer a 5-line telephone and write out the thousands of backstage passes that the Grateful Dead generated. So it's I think it was New Year's Eve. Or it must have been some, yeah. And so I'm like out of my mind. We had a house doctor for overdoses.
Oh, wow.
So I said, get Bob. I said, I was afraid to answer the phone. I was like crazed. I'd had 2 of these and they weren't, and 2 whole brownies. And so
Probably half of one was enough, right?
probably for me, it probably wouldn't have been a quarter. So he gives me Thorazine, which I take. He comes back in a half an hour and says, how are you? I went, not good. So he gives me more Thorazine. I'm finally able to. I had my runner, the guy who would run backstage and bring stuff. I had him answering the phone. He was not supposed to be doing that. So I'm finally able to answer the phone. I answer the phone. Fillmore, hold on, please. Fillmore, hold on, please. Blah blah blah.
You could tell a story of
My father calls.
Ah,
Goes, how you doing, honey? Happy New Year, like that. I went, oh, Daddy, I'm so drunk. I'm sorry. I'm giving this whole drunk thing. So we get off the phone. I visit my parents a couple of days later, and I walk in and I go, Dad, I'm sorry I was so drunk. I know I wasn't making any sense. He said, I didn't call you.
ah.
And then my mother walks in and went, Dave, you did too. He was so drunk he didn't remember calling me.
Oh,
I was trying to fool the wrong person.
like,
So, yeah, Lynda couldn't do her job because she had too many hash brownies.
Oh, it sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, it did suck, actually. I was
Yeah, that's
very paranoid. I was very paranoid.
my brother and I made hash brownies once for something, and it ended up at our Thanksgiving party.
Oh,
And someone had some brownies. They got really stoned. They didn't like it. They were like, "Wait a minute."
hold on. Yeah, why ruin a good brownie? Just,
Oh, it's worth it.
Depends on the hash, but yeah. Mhm.
We were so naive. My roommate and I in college, we were going to make hash brownies. We made brownies and we cut them in half and we sprinkled the raw hash in there because we didn't know that you were supposed to cook it.
Just to bake it.
Like he gave us like these strawy things. We're like this, and nothing happened. And we're like, this is a dud, man. We didn't know. We didn't know. We were so stupid about drugs and stuff.
Let me guess, it was not your cousin Betty.
No, it was not. It was my roommate Suzy, who I used to sing that "Wake Up Suzy" song all the time to her.
Oh, okay, okay. Well,
Right.
I mean, I learned my lesson with the brownies because then they used to dose Dr. Peppers with acid.
Oh
Grateful
God.
Dead. So if you saw an open Dr. Pepper, you knew there was acid in it. And I learned to take one sip. And that made me just feel really dandy without interfering.
That's pretty good.
That's scary. That's scary.
She was microdosing way back then.
Yeah, way back when, right?
Yeah, I had a little more when they did their Central Park concert. I was sitting on the stage. I was gone.
Wow.
I had another big story about something else, but I'll save that. It's it's about George Carlin. It's the night with George Carlin.
Oh,
But anyway, Angie, do you have anything to share?
Oh, I was trying to, I'm trying really hard to come up with something, but the only one I can think of right now is I got a beautiful amaryllis plant from my students when I was in the classroom, and it was beautiful, and I was watering it and I took care of it, and it just never stopped blooming, this is probably about 7 or 8 months. It's like the whole school year. And then I noticed it was very dusty, so I went to dust it and I found out it was plastic. I so I fessed up, but boy, yeah,
That's funny.
yeah.
Well, my husband dated 2 women at one time before he knew me. And one of them was named Lynda. Were they both named Lynda? No, just one. It was Lynda, and she played the guitar and sang.
Oh,
And was she as good as me?
No, she was neurotic.
Did they find out about each other?
No, it was okay.
He got neurotic because he just couldn't handle it.
Yeah, that's a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
Well, this was really fun. Thanks, everybody.
John says, I've had enough of this crap. Let's go.
True confessions here.
True Confessions Zoom.
Yes, ukulele and true confessions.
That's right. That's right.
It's like ukulele and skiing.
Yeah.
Ukulele and skiing. Yeah, I got my skis.
There's your next prompt.
Mhm.
Ukulele and True Confessions.
Good. I'm going to play some more with ChatGPT. Maybe I can get something better. I don't know.
That was fun.
It was fun. Thanks, everybody, and love you all. It's so great.
Yeah, love you guys too. What fun.
Yeah, see ya.
Is
Okay,
that-
bye.
Right.